This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. From inside the 15, here's the return. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. They'll try the run. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. It's pretty obvious what's at stake here, guys. A top 10 matchup, winner, good shot at the playoff, and the loser is probably going to need some help.
Yeah, so further cementing your resume, making that exclamation point on the schedule, giving that committee something to look at and go, here's a top 10 win. This is a big deal for my schedule. Big proving moment.
And that's why you play football for one of these two programs, for games like this, for the opportunity to reach the college football playoff. You knew these two teams were on a collision course. That's the opportunity ahead of you to go get it done in front of a lot of eyeballs watching.
Got him downfield. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hum it. And he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some velocity right to his receiver so he can make the catch.
He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the run again. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. It's complete to the left. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he's going to run it back. Gets it out to the 20, about 5. Here he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Power football with the run. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Got his man on the right. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
He's got the back in the middle. Just keep giving him the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. They'll go to the ground. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Really nice run there. No, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Throws for the tight end. And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. The Tide with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
As a play caller, you feel confident throwing this out to the perimeter against zone coverage when you have that kind of timing and chemistry. This quarterback and receiver do. You saw it on that one.
Gets it out fast. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield.
Second and goal.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. This is a designed run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bama! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the boulevard. So it's an 80-yard drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
That last one was just a crushing penalty for this defense. Here comes 2nd and 1. On the move, it's Marshall. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
No matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they built this brand in Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he was just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Alabama! Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Here's the return from inside his 10. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least.
The expressway is wide open. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Wolverines will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. A touchdown, Wolverines! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Eastern Michigan is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Buffalo. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to the left side. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Now improvising. He'll let it go down the right side. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown Tide! What a grab and go for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And they knocked him down almost immediately.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB in this one. Put some pressure on him.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Unloads to the right. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. After the misconnection, it's second down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is.
Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. From deep in their own end, they'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment, and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes that Alabama offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
And guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on second and short. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looking to throw on third. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
The incompletion brings up a second down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Looking to throw on second down. Coming after it. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third down, going up top. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a first and goal from the 5. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tide offense rolls onto the field. Going to the run to start this second half. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. These corners going to give these receivers some space. They go to the ground. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Hands it off. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on 3rd down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He wants to take the top off. Snags it down the right side. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. He's going to pass. Trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow. Fires to the right. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He makes a grab. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now,
touchdown, Alabama! And the punishment has been extended.
another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Michigan, 14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive.
Will take over 1st and 10.
They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. On the run, it's Marshall. Tough run across the 5. He'll get it all the way out to the 8-yard line.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he's still running after the move. Can anyone catch him? At the 30. Inside the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the second level, great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, 1st down. Back to the quarterback. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown tie. And the pummeling has started. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Stanford is darn near putting up video game numbers offensively, and the result is a comfortable lead for the Cardinal on the scoreboard. They're up by 17 over North Carolina. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The give to the lone running back. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback checking the play. Wants to throw on 2nd down. And his 5th interception of the game. A miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And the ball squirted out.
What a roller coaster on that play, Palmer. The defense gets the interception, and then he fumbles the ball trying to return it, but a heads-up play to fall on the football and, in the end, create the turnover.
It's amazing, David, because you know the defense practices getting turnovers. I don't know how often, though, they practice ball security. And they made that one interesting, but at the end of the day, the most important thing is to get the TO.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens. You could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Got a man. It's Hill. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score now around 56. Michigan 21.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Touchdown, Bama! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
63. Michigan 21.
On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. At the 20, he's got space. Oh, how did he make that move? And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. The Wolverines in the hurry-up.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Running back searching for a hole. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. There he goes to the right. Past the 20. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Wolverines have this offense rolling. Barges ahead. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
28.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that 1st down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the 1st down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
Going deep. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Snap from the gun on third down. Using the quick game. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes that Alabama offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have trying to get behind the defense. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about a
little trickery, and they flip it ahead. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity to...
All kinds of room to the right. The 50. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They'll ride the hot hand. And this one will be stopped for no gain. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space.